If anyone in Jewish history can be a symbol of the love of learning Torah in Eretz Yisrael, it is Rabbi Akiva, who dedicated and sacrificed his life for Torah to make sure that it would be handed down to the students of the future. It is more than an honor for me, therefore, to be here tonight in support of American Friends of Yeshivot Bnei Akiva, and to be a link in the long historical chain of the Jewish people in enabling the next generation to study Torah and to excel in all areas of learning. My sister and I grew up as children in a family of Holocaust survivors and refugees who placed learning high on the agenda of our family priorities. Our parents, Aleihem Hashalom, Rabbi Naftali Ehrenberg and Judith Ehrenberg, each served as examples. My father loved to learn and would spend every spare minute he had doing so. There was always a pile of Sifrei Kodesh by his chair, on the dining room table, everywhere. He served as an editor of some important Sifrei Shelot Tshuvot, and I remember him as a little girl working late into the night, typing, literally cutting and pasting, which was a real feat way before anybody even knew about computers. My mother taught Pre-1A and Talmud Torah for many years. Her proudest moments were when her students rose to a new level, particularly students, young and old, who had difficulty grasping Hebrew or who had limited background, and under her tutelage were able to master it. After she passed away 2 years ago, we discovered a sheaf of letters of praise and admiration that she had treasured, which were from her students, their parents, and principals, thanking her for all that she had done to teach children who always were inspired by her to love to learn. We were taught early on what Eretz Yisrael means to the Jewish people, and simply absorbed how important it was to my parents and how deeply they loved Israel. Whenever they had the opportunity to travel overseas, which was not often, they would visit Israel. They went to the Kotel immediately after the Six-Day War in 1967. As survivors and refugees, they imbued us with the fact that because there is a state of Israel today where people live, study, and fight to keep it strong, we are free to live as Jews. Any letter that arrived from Israel, those old green aerograms from a cousin or aunt, was greeted with great excitement, especially those from my great-grandfather and from my father's Tante Sura, who lived in Ramat Gan, who was the only aunt he had left. She was the only one of 8 sisters to survive the Holocaust. We devoured anything on TV or in the papers about Israel, and we could never wait until we could visit again. All of this has been the driving force behind my work today at the World Jewish Congress and in all the positions I've had in the past in the Jewish community and in Jewish education. It is the cause of my will to educate the community, political leaders, civil servants, and young people about Israel and why it is so important to us and to the whole world. I'm lucky to have the opportunity to do this and to help spread the message of Israel and of our traditions. This is why I'm here tonight for the American Friends of Yeshivot Bnei Akiva. The students in our high schools, Yeshivot and Ulpanot, are the very soul of Israel today and the future generations that will build Israel and keep her strong. Because of the high level of scholarship they achieve in both secular and Jewish studies, they will succeed to keep Israel as a light unto the nations. They will be the academics, educators, businessmen, and government leaders in Israel tomorrow and will continue to make the Jewish people proud. I want to thank our dinner chairs, Harvey Kruger and Richard Stone, for all they have done to make tonight a success and for everything they do each day in so many capacities for Israel and the Jewish people. May they and Yeshivot Bnei Akiva go from strength to strength. I want to thank Ambassador Prosor of the Israel Mission to the United Nations, who has come tonight to grace us with his important words and for everything he does for Israel and the Jewish people in the international body. I especially want to thank all the honorees and Menachem Bar Shalom and Ember Leibowitz for all the hard work they've put into tonight to make this evening the success that it is. And Chazak v'nit chazek.